Yo, what up, it's Don.
Sammy here.
We are the Soul Brothers. How you guys doing? We're back up in it. We're gonna hit you upside the head with a versus video, Nike versus Nike. We're gonna do the Hyperdunk Flyknit 2016 versus
PG1.
All right, let's hop right in on the traction. This one is fully translucent, and every single colorway is fully translucent, so you can't get a solid.
And yellow's out.
Yellow's out very quick. It does pick up a little bit of dust. It's pretty soft. Do not use these outdoors, but traction is good, real good. You know, bites pretty hard on a clean court. You know, there's nothing to complain about.
Dust though.
Dust is, you know, is the only problem with this traction.
Yes.
And the durability as far as playing outdoors.
All right. On a clean court, I feel like also the PG1 stops a little bit harder. But Hyperdunks are still pretty damn good. Dust though, here on this solid rubber outsole, the PG1 is better. The Hyperdunks pick up a lot of dust when it's really dusty, and it's really annoying. So that the PG1 wins in the dust. Category
the
of
dust
the
department.
Dust department of the traction category. And outdoor use, don't play outdoors in either of these shoes. So yeah, I feel like the PG1s are a little bit better.
PG1 for the win as far as traction goes. Now moving on to cushion, we have some Phylon here, but more importantly, we have full length zoom. Okay, and this is hollowed out on the bottom to give you more of like a trampoline effect. You can really feel this zoom unit. It's a big, long zoom bag, and you feel it. You know, you're bouncing around in there. It's good impact protection. It even feels a little mushy at times. But, you know, if you're looking to save your legs a little bit, it's huge. But if you want just pure response, you may not prefer this one.
Yes. Okay, moving on to the cushioning setup here. You have full-length Phylon. It's pretty damn stiff, and you have a bottom-loaded zoom unit in the forefoot, which I couldn't really feel at all. So, yeah.
It depends on what you want to do, you know?
Yeah, the Hyperdunks are a little mushy.
They're a little mushy.
Yes. They're a little mushy.
Yeah, but I would choose this over at times. But most of the time, I'd probably go with the PGs.
Yeah, I like responsive cushions now, guys. I've changed. I'm sorry, but full-length zoom ain't gonna cut it anymore because it's a little too bouncy and kind of sometimes, you know, messes up with the responsiveness. So, but you know, it's not to say that I don't enjoy playing this. It's not an everyday shoe that I would play in. Versus the PG, I would play in this every day, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty a subjective category. You know, you like what you like, we like what we like, and so there it is. But I guess both of us are choosing the PG as far as cushion goes.
But impact protection, that goes there.
For
Responsiveness goes here. Court feel, I feel like they're both good. So just choose what you want.
Yeah. All right, now moving on to the upper and materials in the Hyperdunk, we have some of Nike's finest technology.
Yes.
Flyknit. And this is some nice Flyknit. It's thicker in areas where you need it to be thicker, obviously high wear areas, but then it's softer in areas where it can be softer, like on the medial side, in the midfoot. So materials are a 10 here. They feel really nice, and it's also really breathable, which is cool. I love that about Flyknit. And so yeah, I mean, materials are a 10. Okay,
the PG1, it is a budget model shoe. They do use budget model materials, pretty cheap, but so feeling it in hand, it doesn't feel that nice. But when you put it on foot, it gets really soft, and you can't really tell that it's a shitty material. So I'm not super mad at it. I still feel like the Hyperdunks are better and more premium and all that stuff, but the PG1 definitely is not a bad option. So Hyperdunk wins just by a little bit.
Okay, fit. The Hyperdunk Flyknits are a little bit narrow, and you should go down half a size.
Yes.
Because they're a little long. But once you do that, the fit is really good. Really, really snug fit for me. I have a really narrow foot. I really like the fit here. And then the PGs aren't a bad fit either.
The PG1 is like the Curry 2s for me. The PG1 fits perfectly for my foot. Go true to size 7.5 for me. And just width is perfect. There's no dead space in the toe area or anything. So for me, it's a PG1. But I feel like they both fit pretty similarly, I guess.
Yeah, I have a pretty narrow foot, and I would go with the Hyperdunk just by a little bit as far as fit goes.
Yes.
Lockdown.
Give it a tie.
Give it a tie.
Yeah, they have the heel problem where it doesn't feel super locked down.
Yeah.
It's not heel slippage, but it doesn't feel locked down, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Support. PG.
PG?
Yeah, these aren't like the crazy most supportive. It's pretty soft.
I guess.
And the PG just has a little bit more support, especially with this midfoot strap.
Yes.
That helps do a lot. So slight win for the PG, I think.
Okay.
Now moving on to weight. This is gonna be light.
Yes, the Hyperdunk's gonna be lighter.
It is, and it's a half size smaller.
12.2.
That's light.
Yes. This is like 11 point something. 11.5.
Ooh, that's how you do it.
Yes.
That's how you do it, Nike. So there's a win there as far as weight, but as far as feeling light on your feet, PGs.
Because of the cushion.
Yeah, the cushion, you lose a little bit of response time, and it's it's noticeable.
But you
when
still
compare
do
'em.
feel pretty damn light on your feet.
Yeah, but just as far as the weight on your foot, I mean, it's really light.
Yes.
So there's that. Let's touch on durability.
I'll give it a tie.
Tie it up.
Yeah.
And then ventilation.
The Hyperdunks by a little. Actually, I give it a tie.
Yeah, I wasn't too hot in the PGs.
Yeah.
Okay, tie that up. Aesthetics.
PG1 for me.
PG1.
Yes.
Okay, now wrapping things up. This shoe is too expensive.
$200.
$200. That's full retail. You can get them on sale at various different outlets for cheaper a lot of times, and there's obviously in different colorways. This shoe is a steal.
$110.
That's how you do it, Nike. That's the type of prices we're talking about.
So yeah, if you're worried about price, then definitely go with the PG ones. If price does not matter, they're both really good.
Yeah.
I feel like if you want to feel more responsive, if you're guarding and feel really fast on your feet, go with the PG ones. Hyperdunk, I feel like is more for what, like a shooting guard kind of.
Yeah, shooting guard. Well, this shoe, the only way I would recommend this shoe over that is if your main concern is impact protection.
That's true.
That's it, right? Me and you choose the PGs, right?
Yes.
So we both choose the PGs for the win, and this is an amazing shoe. It's a good shoe, but it's a lot. It's a very, I don't know. You just notice, you're wearing it, and we kind of like shoes where you kind of get lost in even knowing that you're wearing that shoe. But with that being said, it's great to have a shoe like this in your rotation. Some days you might want to, take some, give your legs a break, and we might choose these. So that's it. That's all we can tell you is our honest opinions. And we would both most days choose the PG1. But if you do want to cop this shoe or the PG1, links are down below. Hope we helped you guys out, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.
Peace.